What if God chose one quiet girl to help change the whole world? Not a queen, not a warrior, not someone rich or famous, just a young girl from a small town. Tonight, we're going to step into one of the most beautiful mysteries ever told, the story of Mary. We'll discover who she was, how God prepared her in a special way, how an angel brought her the most important message in history, and how she carried Jesus, the Son of God, hidden beneath her heart. And as we listen, we'll see that God often does his greatest work in quiet places, through humble hearts, and through one brave yes. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Superhero Stories of Faith, give this video a like, and check out our books on Amazon for more faith-filled stories to watch, read, and share. Who is Mary? Mary was a young girl from Nazareth, a small town that most people probably never noticed. She didn't live in a palace, she didn't wear a crown. Her life looked simple from the outside, but God saw something extraordinary in her. He saw a heart that was pure, gentle, and completely open to him. Mary was not important because of power, money, or fame. She was beautiful in a deeper way. She belonged to God with her whole heart. The church teaches that Mary was prepared by God in a unique and wonderful way from the very beginning of her life. God filled her with grace and kept her close to him in a special way. That is why we call her the Immaculate Conception. This means that God was preparing her for a mission unlike any other, to become the mother of Jesus, the Son of God. Long before the angel came, long before the world knew her name, God was already at work in Mary's life, quietly, tenderly, lovingly. He was preparing her to say yes. Then, one ordinary day, everything changed. Mary was at home when the angel Gabriel appeared with a message straight from God. Imagine that moment. The room had been still, the day had been normal, and then suddenly, heaven touched earth. The angel told Mary something almost impossible to believe. She had been chosen to become the mother of Jesus, the Son of God. Mary was amazed. She listened carefully. She wondered. She asked how this could happen. That is one reason this moment is so beautiful. Mary does not rush. She does not pretend. She does not say yes because she already understands every detail. Mary says yes because she trusts God. The angel tells her that the Holy Spirit will come upon her and that nothing is impossible for God. And then Mary speaks one of the bravest and most beautiful lines in all of history. "Let it be done to me according to your word." That yes changed everything. It was not loud, it was not dramatic, but it was powerful. Mary gave God her whole heart. She trusted him with her future. She trusted him with the unknown. She trusted him when the road ahead was still hidden. And in that moment, the greatest miracle began. Jesus came into the world. Mary shows us that God does not force his way into our lives. He invites. He calls, he asks for our trust. And sometimes we hear those invitations too. A chance to do what is right, a moment to be brave, a whisper in prayer, a choice to obey, a chance to trust God instead of fear. Mary teaches us that even one small yes to God can become part of something bigger than we can imagine. After Mary said yes, the biggest miracle in history began in silence. Jesus, the Son of God, began to grow inside her. Think about that. God could have chosen to send Jesus into the world in a flash of light, fully grown, ready to speak, but he didn't. He chose to come the way every human life begins, small, hidden, and lovingly carried by a mother. That means Mary did not just receive a message, she began a journey. Day by day, she carried Jesus beneath her heart. She woke up with him. She walked with him. She prayed with him. She waited with him. The Son of God chose to grow in the quiet, patient rhythm of human life. That tells us something amazing about God. God is not afraid of slowness. He is not afraid of hiddenness. He is not afraid of ordinary days. In fact, he often chooses them. From the outside, Mary may have looked like any other young woman going through her day, but inside her, heaven's greatest treasure was growing. What a beautiful mystery! Mary had already said yes once, but now she kept saying yes every day. Yes in trust, yes in patience, yes in silence, yes in love. She carried Jesus not only in her body, but in her heart, and that matters for us too. Sometimes the most important things in our lives grow quietly. Faith grows quietly, character grows quietly, courage grows quietly, kindness grows quietly, love grows quietly. God is always working even when nobody else can see it yet. Mary teaches us not to rush what God is doing. She teaches us to treasure the hidden work of grace. She teaches us that holy things often begin small. And as Jesus grew within her, Mary became a living place of welcome for God. That is one of the most beautiful parts of her story. She made room for him. So what does Mary teach us now in our everyday lives? She teaches us to listen, not just with our ears, but with our hearts. She teaches us to trust God even when we do not have every answer. She teaches us that quiet faith is powerful. She teaches us that small acts of love matter. She teaches us that holiness does not have to look flashy. It can grow in prayer, in patience, in kindness, in obedience, and in the simple choice to keep saying yes to what is good. Mary reminds us that the world changes when someone belongs completely to God, and that kind of yes is not only for the saints in Bible stories, it can begin in us too. Mary did not change the world by making noise. She changed it by trusting God. She was humble but strong, quiet but brave, hidden but full of light. God prepared her with love. She listened with faith. She answered with trust. And she carried Jesus in silence before she ever carried him into the world for others to see later. That is why Mary still shows us the way. She teaches us to slow down, to listen better, to trust deeper, to let God work in us even when his work is still hidden. And maybe tonight we can pray a simple prayer together. Mary, teach me to listen. Mary, teach me to trust. Mary, teach me to say yes to God. Because God is still working in quiet hearts. He is still speaking in the silence. And he is still filling lives with light. If this story blessed you, be sure to subscribe to Superhero Stories of Faith. Give this video a like and check out our books on Amazon for more faith-filled stories to watch, read, and share.